I woke up this morning and I had a thought about parenting, actually. I thought about how it definitely isn't easy. It's fun, it can be shitty, it's shocking and even eye opening at times. There are so many different types, too. Teaching over the years, I've run across lots of different types. They repeat themselves, and there are different versions of the same kind of parenting. But there's subtle parenting, there's in your face parenting, there's weak parenting, good enough parenting. And it's funny about that in your face parenting. I think about that especially with social media right now. Everybody is showing how wonderful their trips are. I'd like to see the behind the scenes part that nobody really posts on Facebook. The arguing, the getting lost, the things that turned out not to be as great as they were supposed to be. Anyway, that's another story. The truth of the matter is that none of us do it perfectly, this thing called parenting. And it shouldn't even really be our goal. I thought about a moment that I had shared with my mom. I can't remember how long ago it was. It has to be in the last 10 years. Those of you who are old as I am, you know that the days become weeks and the weeks become months and the months become years, and I just can't keep track of it anymore. But it was a conversation. My mom asked me, Guy, was I a good parent? It's kind of a tricky question. I said, Ma, you sure you really want to know my answer? And it's not like I had thought about it, but I definitely had my thoughts collected. And I said, okay, Mom, why don't you sit down? No, I don't think that you were. And I'm going to start from a childhood perspective. The way that I viewed you was somebody who wasn't there when I needed you emotionally. I wanted you to do more than you did. I compared you to my best friend's parents, who I thought were the shit. I thought they really had it going on. It's because my home life was terrible. It wasn't fun. So anything would have been better. But I think my best friend's family was the epitome of what I thought it should be. And then I said to her, but Mom, that's not the end of the story. Then I got older and I grew up and I realized that you did a good job. I realized that because at the end of the day, I have to look at myself and say, did I like the way that I turned out? And I do. I did. And it wouldn't have been the same if you hadn't done exactly what you did. So everything that you did, whether I thought in my 16-year-old brain or my 12-year-old brain was the right thing or not, ended up being the right thing because the end result is, do I like myself? And I do. Was it always fun? Absolutely not. But I didn't expect that. I knew that there were going to be some tough things, but those tough things are what contributed to the man that I became and the parent I became. I, you know, I guess at the time, I thought that my mom was weak. But in reality, what the truth was is that she was there every day. She was a constant. And that was her strength. That was her superpower. Every day, consistently, without fail. It didn't matter if she wasn't the parent that I thought I wanted at that time, she was always there. And in the moment, in your childhood brain, you didn't think much about that. But I do now, and I appreciate it. So, parenting is tricky. I don't think there's any secret to it. I think that you just need to be present. All of our kids need something different from us. And don't kid yourself into thinking that our kids aren't going to be damaged by us somehow. But that's the gift that keeps on giving, right? From parent to child, keeps going. And then it's our job to figure out how to fix that stuff, not blame it on our parents. I mean, that blame game should stop after like 24, 25, and then you move on and you say, hey, okay, it wasn't my fault that I turned out this way, but it's my responsibility to fix it now because I'm a big boy. But what do I know, right? That is the way I see it, and I'm sticking to it.